to this episode of Cooking with Kirby. Today we're going to be cooking up some tri-tip on our Weber Kettle. Now I love me some tri-tip, it's something I do often, and I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite recipe on how I do tri-tip. So let's get into the cook. Alright, so we got our beautiful tri-tip here that I've let marinate for 2 days, probably 2.5 days I'd say. Now you want to just go ahead and let it drip back, right back into this bag. As you can see, the Worcestershire sauce is pretty much, got in depth on that tri-tip. So it's gonna add a good flavor. I have my rub pretty much made up, so I'm gonna be leaving all the ingredients and portions in the video description, so go ahead and check that out. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start by giving this a nice coating of our rub. I'm gonna be a little heavy on it. Go ahead and just give that a pat. Okay, we'll start on the other side. Just give it a nice good pat. As you can see, that's pretty much all we need for our tri-tip. Now that our tri-tip's seasoned up, ready to go, I'm gonna get some charcoal on. I'll see you there. Alright, so we got our charcoal ready. I put in some chunks of cherry wood. Right, that way I can get that bad smoke out of it. Now I measured the charcoal by filling up these baskets first, and then I put the charcoal in my chimney. And then once I set these on fire, I added some cherry wood chunks and get them going because I don't want a crazy smoke out of this. I just want a nice clean blue smoke. So now that I got those pretty much burnt down, those are gonna give a good smoke flavor to it now. Alright, so I'm gonna just close this up and let it come to temp, and I'm gonna clean up the grate. Alright, so I got everything cleaned up, and we're going to be doing the reverse sear on this tri-tip. So I'm going to go ahead and place my tri-tip on this side, not on the direct flame. And we're also going to be using our thermometer probes. This is going to allow us to get the perfect temp that we're looking for. So we're going to go ahead and insert that on the thickest side of the tri-tip. So I'm going to be using the reverse sear method. So I'm actually gonna have it off flame at first. I'm gonna let it go up to about 110 degrees, 110, 115. Then I'm gonna go ahead and hit it direct flame and give a nice good sear on this tri-tip. And then, hopefully I can get it to around 130, 135 degrees. We'll be using our instant read thermometer for that. And basically right now, we're just gonna go ahead and close this up and let it do its thing. So our probe is saying that it's at 112 degrees. So the cool part, now we're just gonna go ahead and hit this with the direct sear right over the coals there. Alright, you don't want it to get too hot. So you wanna make sure that you check the temperatures. I don't wanna go over 135. That's medium rare, but you can go about 140, 145 if you want it medium. Okay, we're still okay. I'm gonna let that go for about 2 minutes. Alright. Now I take our tri-tip, give it that crisscross action there. And I tell you what, the smell coming off my grill right now, it just smells delicious. Alright, go ahead and give this a flip. Getting real close. About 6 degrees away. I'm gonna give it that another crisscross action there on that other side for another couple minutes. Tri-tip is so easy. I consider it just a big steak, so I mean, literally, I'm gonna have this tri-tip done in less than an hour. I think it took more time setting up and everything, just, you know, than cooking it. I mean, I do have high temperature, you know, out of the grill. Plus, it's a small grill, so that temperature is gonna, you know, stay pretty high, you know, for the amount of charcoal that I put in there. But yeah, I think it hit 115 within like 20 minutes or so. So this is pretty, you know, pretty fast cook. Go ahead and give it another flip. You know, since this spot right here is a little bit thicker, about right here it's 130. This is about 120-ish. I'm gonna let it go for another couple minutes on that side and then remove it and let it rest. Alright, so let's get it this way, where all that heat's at. Okay, so our tri-tips hit 130 degrees, so I'm gonna remove it from the grill. I'm gonna let it rest for about 15 to 20 minutes. Alright y'all, the moment of truth. It's been about 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes or so. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into this tri-tip. Smells really good. So since the grain's going this way, I'm going ahead and cut it this way. Nice medium rare. Like I said, if you want it cooked a little bit more, let's go ahead and do it a little bit more. Okay, we got our tri-tip all nicely carved up. As you can see, it's a nice, beautiful medium rare. Just wonderful. So let's go ahead and try it. That marinade really sinks into the meat, and that rub outside, perfect. Do not pass on tri-tip. Tri-tip comes out very delicious, and if you pair it with some good flavors and a good marinade, it's a wonderful meal. I'll actually leave my recipe linked down in the video description. That way you can go over to cookingwithkirby.com. That way you can get the full printable recipe at your disposal. Oh yeah, I got these videos. They're very good recipes. You should try them out. Alright, y'all be beautiful and take care.